स्वाहा ओम ब्रह्मा मुरारे त्रिपुरांधकारी भानुसती भूमि सुदो बुधस्ते गुरुश्च शुक्रः शनिराहु केतवः सर्वे ग्रहाः शांतिकरा भवन्तु स्वाहा ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा सुकृती संयोज्या शोभनार्थे क्षेमाये पुनरागमनाय जा
जग में सुंदर हैं दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। सीता राम 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 राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम। जग में सुंदर हैं दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। सीता राम 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 राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम। जग में सुंदर हैं दो नाम, जग में सुंदर है दो नाम। चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। सीता राम राम राम।
Hello, hello, hello. Looks okay. Hello. Hello, hello. This is kind of just a volume. बजाए. Hello, hello. Can you go back and sing? Hello. I don't think it's what. Hello. बजाए. हेलो हेलो. वो कैसा है? ठीक है? It's okay. But can you go to the back part, please? Huh? What? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me at the back? Oh. बजाइए. Hi. How are you? You go to Santeria? What? Is it okay here? Is it okay here? It is now 10 o'clock, and we start our Puja at Vishnu Mandir. I hope you all can join, and maybe get some peace from this Puja, Bhajan, Kirtan, meditation, etc. Today's program will be divided up into talk about giving, talk about being alone, and talk about what is known as the it factor or the click that you have to get in life. We will have bhajan in between, and I would like to start a small course here on meditation for the next 6 weeks. My little take on how we can be involved with meditation. Because only meditation can take you to the next level. So we start. As we listen to the violin, we hope we can put our minds in tune with the heavenly bliss that is flowing here today in our temple. Asago ho, asago ho, asango ho, purah purah. Satchidananda Rupo
Satchidananda Rupoham
Ahameva Avayaya
Ahameva Amavyaya Dadharvarishthosme Nacha Atmavedi Bhaktivan Tvat Charadara Bilde Akilcha Analya Gati Shararya Tvatpada Bhula Sharara Prapadya. When you are in the quiet of your home or wherever you are, it's a beautiful prayer to reflect upon. The Dharma Nishtos Vidacha Atmavedi. I know no Dharma. I know no Vedas. I have no Bhakti. I am helpless. I am totally dependent upon you. Please, Prabhu, I leave everything at your feet. If you adopt this prayer with its meaning in your life, you need nothing else. You need not do anything else. Dadharvarishto smiracha atmavede Bhakti bhaltva chararara bilde Akilcha analya gati shararya Tvatpada Bhula Sharara Prapadya. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Bolo Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri
I hope this will give a lift to those who are feeling sad for whatever reason. Because today I'll talk of depression. For those who are feeling sad, for those who are feeling that this world is not fair to them, with these bhajans, with these dhuns, it gives a lift to all of us. So, in this life, for us to live this life of spirituality, I'm not telling you to be a goody two-shoes, but I'm telling you to live a life of spirituality. A life of spirituality means that you are kind, you are ethical, morality is observed, you're kind not only to your immediate kith and kin, but you're kind to the world. This is what spirituality is. And when you have that spirituality, then Sri Ramakrishna said, is the path in life comprised of a lot of thorns. Thorns? Right? Everybody know what thorns are. And not to be inflicted by the thorns, you have to wear spiritual shoes. Have I got me there? The spiritual shoes will take care of all the thorns. But to point us to the spiritual path, it is saying that thinking is difficult. That is why most people, right? Everybody judge the next person next to him or her. Oh, she's no good. He's no good. He's not so-and-so. Take a mirror and look at yourself. And you'll find out. Or ask those who are immediate to you to tell people who you are. And you'll find out. But it is so easy for us to judge the next person. And then we say we come to temple, we do abhishek, we do japa, we fast. But we can never wear the shoes. We will never get the spiritual shoes. And that is why this world, remember I told you, there are two arrows. One arrow is what that comes at you. That one arrow is what you are given to deal with in this world. What is given to you? You understand what is given to you? Either sickness, poverty, difficulty, ill health, no peace of mind. All this, that is arrow you're born with. The second arrow you must have in this world is how to counteract the first arrow. So the first arrow, what it has brought to me, I can alleviate is a big word, I can help the pain, I can help the pain, I can help the suffering, because what is cast to me, I can't do anything about it. What I can do is to try and get over it by having my spiritual what? Shoes. Spiritual shoes is so important in this world. Because it doesn't matter what life throws at you. And life will throw, as they say in baseball language, curves and all these things. Meaning, it will throw all sorts of things at you. Are you going to give up? No, you can't give up. One thing we must learn in this world is to give. To start with spirituality. We look at the trees, and they give, don't they? The trees give to us freely. All they have, they give to us freely.
The moon gives to us, whether we look at it, whether we do arti to it, whether we praise it, or whatever we do, the moon continues to shine its rays upon us. And without the moon, vegetation cannot grow. You can check this, you can Google all these things that I'm saying. Then, the sun. The sun shines for me, it shines for you, it shines for the saint, it shines for the sinners. I like. If we can follow a little of this example, how much they give, and how they give, freely. The sun gives us light freely. The moon gives us light freely. The trees give their fruits freely. I was just in Guyana, and you should see how the mango falls off the trees. You don't have to pick them. They just fall off the tree. And you go to gather them up. I brought the whole bag. Because the trees give freely. In today's world, who do not give? You know who do not give? Who? Human beings don't give. They hoard and hoard and hoard and hoard. Hoard means store it, keep it. And when you hoard things, listen to this carefully. When you hoard things, after a while, it smells. It smells. It might not have the smell of decay on it, but it will have the smell of egoism and arrogance. And I am better than you because I have so much money in the bank and you don't have anything. So, human beings are the least person that gives. And if us, look at today's, we talk about peace. What is happening in the world today? People are being bombed in the wintertime. Today. This is not the Ramayana or Mahabharata. In Ukraine, people are bombed so they can't get shelter away from the cold winter. And yet, we call ourselves human beings because we do not know the art of giving. And because we do not know the art of giving, and because we don't have that devotion in us, when the second arrow hits us, it pierces our hearts and we succumb to it. So devotion is most important in your life. There are some children in the back. I would like to tell you, every morning when you get up, always remember the Lord, even for 1 minute. Even for 1 minute. Say to the Lord, thank you. Of course, you will not know the value of this. Thank you for allowing me to get up, to wake up. Because during the night, 1 million people would have died in this world. 1 million. It is important for us to give. So when as I said, the second arrow hits us, we have the armamentarium to deflect the arrow. And that can come when we are spiritual. And how we are spiritual? Please, in these 11 words, if you listen to them carefully, I have spoken about them before, but I want to tell you about them again today. 11 words. Accept the unchangeable. Accept the unchangeable. You try to change a situation or a person. You tried. The person can't change. You accept the unchangeable. He can't change. my child, my whatever, you can't change, you gotta accept it. Change the changeable. If you can change a little bit, whatever you're doing, change the changeable. Got it? Whatever a person, your son, your daughter, your friend, family, community, whatever case may be, they are angry about something, you talk to them, you tell them, can you change? Yes, you can change the changeable. And then, when the unchangeable is too much for you, you can't accept it. As I said, accept it, you can accept it to a certain degree only, but when it becomes too much, remove yourself from the unchangeable. Because of this, if you accept these 11 words, accept the unchangeable, change the changeable, and remove the unchangeable. When the Lord comes into your heart, you'll be able to accept this. But it doesn't come easily. It comes with a lot of difficulty. What I said earlier, thinking is difficult. Thinking is difficult. That's why most of us judge. Very important. You think about it. Most of us don't have time to think about ourselves, how to improve ourselves. So what we do? We judge other people. How good they are, how bad they are, we judge them. That should not be our motto in life. Our motto is, try to think for yourself. And when you think for yourself, you will see how you will be able to get the spiritual shoes. Now, one thing will help us to get the spiritual shoes is try to be alone. Not lonely. Try to be alone. You know, today, if people walk, they have a walk group or the phone, right? Walk group. We're going for a walk at 10 o'clock. So what they do, they have a group of people. When they walk, what do they do? Yap. And what they do? Talk other people's story except their story. Any walking group. They talk other people's story instead of their story. Walk alone. Have some time to think. Did you think Mahatma Gandhi became Mahatma Gandhi like that? He was a barrister. He was not a very good barrister either. He was a barrister. He came back to India, and the thought to free India came to his mind. That moment clicked. There has to be a click in your life. And when that click comes, that thought comes, and when that thought comes, you change right away. There's something called arithmetic progression and what? What's the opposite of arithmetic progression? Geometric progression. Prabhat, you know about that, right? Of course. Oh, of course. You're supposed to be the engineer. Arithmetic progression is when you go like this. Geometric progression is when you go like this. 2 times 2 is 4, that's arithmetic progression. But 2 cubed is geometric progression. It's what? 2 times 2 times 2, right? 2 2 is 4, 4 2 is 8. So to get that geometric progression in life, you have to be alone. And when you are alone, you empty yourself. And when you empty yourself, you think. Either you sit in your veranda and look at the trees, if you're that fortunate. If you are more fortunate to be by the body of a water, you must sit on the banks of the river or the ocean or the lake and look at the water and just try to be alone. Walk alone. Do things alone. Not all the time. I'm not saying that you must be a hermit. I am saying from time to time, try to be alone. I don't want to hear anything more about anyone else. What I want to do, I want to make my mind strong. I want to make my mind free. I want to get spiritual shoes so that when the second arrow hits me in this world, I can walk. And when I walk, I can move away from all the thorns that are here. So when your mind becomes strong, strong minds discuss ideas. Average mind discuss events. And like ourselves, we all have weak minds because we discuss people. Weak minds discuss people. Whenever we see a group of people together and they are discussing some person, etc., you always try to tell them, you know what? You have this weak minds. Strong minds discuss ideas. Do you think this person, when he developed the Macintosh computer, etc., he went bankrupt. He went to India because he felt that something, he has to do something. He can't remain like this. He went to India, he was alone, and while he was there all alone, the idea clicked. And what we have today? We have a phone that has a photograph, a phone that can send a message, a phone that can have so many apps that they can do so many things on it. As a matter of fact, if someone loses their phone today, they are worse than fish out of water. When a fish is out of water, at least the fish will die, but you will be burning with a fire that can never be out if your phone is not there. Especially for those who use their phone for also, use their phone for stocks, use their phone for trading, use their phone for everything. Is that right? That idea came to Steve Jobs when that moment clicked in him. Why? He walked alone. He thought alone. Just like how Gandhiji, the idea clicked. All of us have the potential to have that click in life. It's just that we have to use it in such a way that when the click comes, I must do this. I mean, I have stupid clicks. Build temple, extend the temple, pagal, make museum, make seniors home, make peace garden. That's more than what? The one who's taking away my life. Dialysis clinic in Guyana. All these things. You have to think about, you just can't rely and stay on your haunches. This is not what our religion teaches us. Our religion teaches us to be alone sometimes, and when that click comes, take care of that click. When that click comes, then God is with you. And when Bharadwaj saw Prabhu Ram, his beautiful chopai for Ramcharitmanas, he talked about how he valued the presence of the Lord. It's in Ayodhya Kand, just one chopai above Duha 107. Ayodhya Kand, above Duha 107 is beautiful chopai.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Labha avade, sukha avade, tujhe labha avade, sukha avade. सुख अवधि न दूजे जो बरे दरस आस सब पूजे
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
अब कर कृपा देहो बर देहो अब कर कृपा देहो बर देहो निज पद सरस जस जस देहो
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
जब से अधिक लाभ और सुख के दूसरे कोई अवधि नहीं है. There is no greater joy than to be one with the Lord. No greater joy. All the other joys are fleeting. Very fleeting. But we are tempted by them. And the temptation is too much unless we can make our minds what? Strong. Strong minds discuss ideas. Don't forget that. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. What event to discuss today? What event people are discussing today? Anybody knows? What event people are? What is a hot event today?
Match.
Yeah?
Match.
Yeah?
World Cup something.
You ever heard of FIFA? Everybody's FIFA is at everybody's mind, right? So that's average mind. And weak minds, what we discuss? Oh, so I'm inundated by this, surrounded by this. Only people. Discuss people. Bharadwaj is saying there's no higher gain in this world than being with the Lord. And Abakari Kripa, O Lord, grant me this. Abakari Kripa, Dehu Bara Ehu. What does bar means? Bar means? Boon. Give me this one boon. What boon? He could have asked for long life. He could have asked for immortality. Prabhu said, whatever you want. Dejapada sarase jasa jasa deho. Spontaneous devotion to your feet must be there all the time. Spontaneous devotion. When we get up in the morning, what do? We think of it. When we go to bed at night, we think of it. You tell me, if you think of him, the dharma nishtoshmi dacha atmavedi, I don't know dharma, I know anything. You don't think that Lord will respond to you? If we will, but we do not, we do it. But as Swami Vivekananda says, this one of the hottest person on the YouTube today talking about these good things, Swami Sarvapriyananda, we cannot do it because our minds are not pure. And because we lack the purity of the mind, when we see the Lord, I went for darshan this morning, you know that? What darshan did you do? You were there in front of the Lord and you were thinking about all the things outside. Cannot work. It cannot work. Niramalamana janaso mohi pava niramalamana we have this, the Lord with us every time. As I said, you can have these spiritual shoes where you can walk among the thorny bushes. Or, you know, any of you here ever peel katahar? Katahar? Yeah. You peel katahar? What has happened to your hand when you peel katahar? Sticky. Huh? Sticky. But if you don't want your hands to be sticky, what do you put? Oil. You put oil on it. This is the oil. The name of Prabhu is the oil that we put on our hands. But you know, man becomes so complacent and so full of themselves. They think that, you know what? I can do it. I don't have to go. I'm not saying you must go to the temple. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to be spiritual. I'm not saying you must be a bhakta or be spiritual. Be kind. Be benevolent. Try to see how you can do something for your fellow man. There's a gentleman sitting down here. He gave a bird clinic to Guyana. Birds were badly treated until he put that clinic up and got people to go there. So, think, what can I do for individuals? How can I help? How can I? This is the oil that you put on your hand when you peel katahar. This is the shoes you wear to get rid of, to prevent your feet from being damaged by the thorny bushes. This is what we have to do. Because when that Lord comes within our heart, and when we pray to Him, we pray to Him sincerely. Radhe Radhe Bol, Radhe Radhe Bol.
बरसाने में डोलते मुख से राधे राधे बोल वो राधे राधे बोल राधे राधे बोल बरसाने में डोलते मुख से राधे राधे बोल राधे राधे बोल
Draupadi in Mahabharata was being stripped by Dushasana. You all know this. And she looked at Bhim and said, Bhim will come now and destroy him. She looked at Bhim. What happened? Nothing happened. Arjun, nothing happened. Then she looked at all the Gurujans, Bhishma Pitama, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, they were all in the same assembly. She looked at them for help. None of them came. This is when you have to have the spiritual shoes. Then she remembered that there's someone who can help her. At that time, Bhagwan Krishna was having his dinner with Rukmini in Dwarika. And he was about to put his food in his mouth, and his hand left halfway without getting into his mouth. And Rukmini asked him, what happened? He says, oh, there's a SOS. You all know what SOS is, right? Someone say, you don't know what SOS? Oh my God. SOS is save or save. Never heard of SOS? My God. SOS is when people say SOS, it means there's an emergency. Come and help me, save me. He said, there's an SOS. She said, from where? He said, oh, in Hastinapur. I have to go. He said, where you have to go? You are the Lord, you don't have to go. Then he went, and as you know, Draupadi, the last thing that Draupadi had to prevent her from being stripped was she held the sari, where? Where? No? Where? No. Where? Huh? In her teeth, between her teeth. She held her sari between her teeth. For her to pray to Bhagwan, she had to let go. What he's telling us? If you want to have the spiritual shoes, you have to let go. We pray, but we don't let go. That's why we're going to do a little meditation part this morning. My version, how we should meditate. And when Bhagwan Krishna came to her, eventually, she quarreled with him and said to him, you saw me being stripped. You know I'm being stripped, and you would not come and help me? And Bhagwan Krishna reminded her in this beautiful shloka from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, he said, Ye yatama prapadyante tatsathaiva bhajavyaham mama vartmanu vartalte manushya partha sarvashaha. Verse 11, chapter 4. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tats tataiva bhajavyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvashaha. O son of Partha, Prithu, Arjun, how you surrendered to me, so will I come. If you surrender to me halfway, then I come halfway. But when you surrender to me totally, I will be there for you Today, although I say this, although you have heard it maybe 10 million times, we still do not know how to surrender. You remember? I told you about the diver. I don't know if you remember, I told you about a diver from a boat. He goes down into the ocean and he's carrying his oxygen cylinder, and the rope is there that if he's in danger, he pulls the rope. And when he tugs the rope, the person up in the wherever will know he's in danger and try to wheel him up as quick as possible. The diver, that is. But when the rope is old and tattered and broken, and you go to yank the rope breaks. That there's no communication. The rope between the boat and the ocean with the diver is our bhakti. So today, I would like to see whether if you like it, I'll continue with it. If you don't like it, then I will not continue with it. But I was hoping that I would like to give you a little, my version about how we should meditate upon the Lord and how we can try to get that peace and make the mind strong. We should sit down quietly. See if you can do it with me. Do not try to create, change, control anything. Just sit down quietly. The mind is going to bother you. The mind will bother you like dust particles flying all over. Try not to pay much attention to all those dust particles. Just breathe in and out. Slowly. Don't tell me my mind prevents me from meditating. I agree. But I'm trying to give you a methodology how we can overcome this. Just don't think about what you can do, what you cannot do, what you should do. Don't let any extraneous thoughts from aside come. Just let the whole mind rest. That's what it's called naman. Naman means I bow, and naman means no mind. Just look at your breath. Flowing in and out. In and out. Try not to expect anything. Try not to wanting anything. Try not to think about your neighbors, possessions, or whatever. Try to be completely free from everything. Try, the mind will bug you. Ask for this. The mind will bug you. Expect this. The mind will bug you. Look how rich your neighbor is. The mind will bug you. What a beautiful car he has. The mind will bug you and bug you and bug you. Try to resist. Let it bug you. But try to say, you know what? Come back another time. Just say that to the mind. Come back another time. Deep breath in and out. Watch your breath flow. Try to be calm. effortless. Effortless, you become the true self. And because this is free for us, because this is, you don't have to pay for this, we feel it's not worth the while. But let the mind be free. Let all the objects from outside, you tell them, come back another time. I want to be free. I want to be with that power of the universe. So that my mind can have a peace, a joy, a peace that passeth understanding. Be happy in yourself. I feel good. I'm happy. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Feel that happiness around you. And don't tell me you cannot do this. We all can do this. Let everything take a back. Put everything else on the back burner. Just let the mind be free. I was free as a bird that soareth on high. So free you are. You can imagine that you are the bird and you are soaring on high. And you're looking at everything. Just free, free, free. The mind will come and test you. And as the mind comes to test you, you have to pass this examination. And this examination is that the mind must be my servant. The mind must not be my master. Just feel the flow of your breath. Feel free. I am free. With all the worries you have in the world, for this moment, just feel free. Feel free. And when you feel free like this, an upsurge of energy will come within you, that you'll be able to tackle all the adversities in the world. Talk to God in this silence. Talk to Him. Free your mind. Let that mind that comes to test you, destroy it. Win it over. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly open your eyes. Feel that freeness within you. Feel that joy that no food can give you, no music can give you, no sensuous pleasures can give you. Just feel that freedom, that joy forever. Oh. We are going to have two dhuns, and then I'm going to continue.
राम कृष्ण हरि मुकुंद मुरारी
राम कृष्ण हरे मुकुंद मुरारी
पांडुरंग पांडुरंग राम कृष्ण हरि
पांडुरंग पांडुरंग राम कृष्ण हरे
श्री राम जय जय रामा
श्री राम जय जय रामा
श्री राम जय राम जय जय रामा
श्री राम जय राम जय जय रामा
विठल पांडुरंग राम कृष्ण हरि
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंग राम कृष्ण हरे
विठल विठल पांडुरंग राम कृष्ण हरि
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंग राम कृष्ण हरे
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम
राधा मुकुंद राधे श्याम
राधा मुकुंद राधे श्याम
सीताराम सीताराम
सीताराम सीताराम
सीता वल्लभ सीताराम
सीता वल्लभ सीताराम
राधा मुकुंद राधे श्याम
राधा मुकुंद राधे श्याम
राधा गोविंद राधे श्याम
राधा गोविंद राधे श्याम
राधा राधा राधा
राधा राधा
राधे गोविंदा
राधे गोविंदा
वृंदावन गोविंदा
वृंदावन गोविंदा
कृष्ण मुकुंदा
कृष्ण सत्य प्रेम करुणा सत्य प्रेम करुणा सत्य प्रेम करुणा सत्य प्रेम करुणा प्रेम करुणा सत्य प्रेम करुणा सत्य प्रेम करुणा सत्य प्रेम करुणा सत्य प्रेम
Today I'm going to speak about depression. Depression is something that affects most of us in different degrees. So many of us are so depressed, about 25% of people are so depressed that they have to go on treatment. Others, if you go and see a movie and you're saddened by the movie, and you cry when you see the movie, and you come home and you're sobbing after you see the movie, and you know what? You see it the second time, and you cry the second time again. The more you see, the more you cry. It doesn't mean you're depressed. Okay? That's exogenous, outside. It does not mean you're depressed. It just means you're a little sad, etc., etc. Depression, can I see the... Depression is when you get up in the morning. I was just reading Deepika Padukone. You all know Deepika Padukone?
Yeah.
Big star. And what she said, this is her speaking. I don't want to wake up in the morning. And as you all know, she suffers from depression. Now what she does not have? You tell me what she does not have. She has beauty. She has personality. She has money galore. She's married to a man who also has money galore. So she don't suffer from the things that you and I suffer from, the basic necessities of life. She has much more than that. But yet, she is depressed. That's called endogenous. Endogenous means it's within you. Endogenous depression, as opposed to exogenous depression, like when you buy stocks and you buy it for a price and they go down to zero. When people jump off the buildings and the what do you call that bridge? The Golden Gate Bridge, etc., etc., because of these things. But when people by themselves don't feel like, can you go to another slide? Let me see that. The other slide. Other slide, please. Other slide. Next one. Next one. That's it? That's it. What you have? Decreased energy or? Oh, I don't want to get up. I don't feel like going to work. Huh? 5 o'clock in the morning, you should be up. 5. Up and about. These are the hallmarks of depression. Decreased energy or fatigue. Moving or talking slowly. Not only that, or they could be raving and ranting. Both extreme. Both extreme. Trouble sitting still. Those people can't be alone. Trouble sitting still. They gotta be doing something. They gotta be. Difficulty? Sleeping. One of the greatest joys in this world is to get a long, deep sleep. You agree with that, Harry? Harry, you agree with that? Good. Difficulty sleeping. The more money you get, the less you sleep. In Bombay, there were people beat drums all over the place. 2 o'clock in the morning, they come down with a parade, beating drums and something in Bombay. The people who are sleeping on the pave, the construction workers in the construction building in Bombay, sound asleep. No drum can wake them up. Totally asleep. They do karwat, You know what karvat is? Turn on the other side and then sleep again. And they watch upstairs where all those Mahajans are, like Prabhat. They watch upstairs and see them. They're all awake. And ask Prabhat, he's awake all the time. They're all awake. Can't sleep. These are the hallmarks of depression. Changes in eating habits. People who are depressed, they raid the fridge all the time. People who are depressed. They go to the fridge, they raid the fridge, they eat, and you will see a lot of people who are depressed, they are very obese. Why? They eat. And what they eat? They eat munchies. Munchies they eat. That's what they eat. So these are the symptoms of depression. Let's go back to that slide with the serotonin. And there are three things, I don't know what I should tell you about this, but just in case there's this smart fellow in the audience, there's one in the back there, he might want to find out. There are three things, three biochemical things in your brain that, and you should know about these things. Serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine. These are the three things. If you don't have them in your brain, either one of these three, you can get into a lot of depressive situation. And what it does, you see that thing like a, I don't know, look a little shape like a little, what do you call that? And then between the two things, there's some dots. Those dots are the neurotransmitters. And these things like serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine. The reason why I'm telling you this, because the drugs you get to treat depression is to make you produce more serotonin, more epinephrine, or more dopamine. This is how they treat you. Next, Pravat. So when your deficiency is in serotonin, you have obsession and compulsion. And we talked about that when we were talking about anxiety neurosis. Obsession and compulsions, like obsession to clean your hand, or I must see this place clean. There are some people that always have a broom in their hand, or a rag, either sweeping or cleaning, always. If there's nothing, they find something. Well, there must be a dust somewhere. You can't. One sweep will not take away all of it. There's got to be a piece of dust, particles. They got the broom, they got it. Anyhow, norepinephrine, anxiety and attention, and dopamine, attention, motivation, and pleasure. These are the things that what these three biochemical things produce. And when any of these things you are deficient in any of them, you get the depressive symptoms. Next one. So major depressive disorder, clinical depression, I put it up with postpartum. Has anybody here known anybody who has postpartum depression? Nobody? You know what's postpartum depression? When they get a baby, they get depressed. Yeah. Have you read, for quite a few years, a young female, it has to be female, a young doctor who had a baby was so depressed, she drove her Mercedes-Benz by the subway and jumped over this subway into the running train, and she died. You all remember that story? It was many, many, many years ago. Just to tell you all how postpartum depression can be. And it occurs not at the time of the birth only, but we think it occurs even before the birth, postpartum depression. But you see, in Guyana, so we never see these things. Or if we see them, we probably don't recognize them. But there's so much of ancillary help you get when you're pregnant. Your mother-in-law, if you got a good one. Did I say something wrong? If you got a good one, they will help you. Otherwise, but in Guyana and in India, you hardly see these things. I'm sure they are there, but we just don't recognize them. But there are people here who we know has postpartum depression, who I know, who has come to this temple and has postpartum depression. But we got to catch it early, and we got to treat them before they get so depressive sometimes, they won't even look after the child in the postpartum depression. So it's something very, very rare. All right, I just put that in for completion. The treatment of major depressive disorder, I will talk about this next week. I don't want to inundate you all with too many factors because then you tend to forget. So let us leave that for a next time. And in the meanwhile, we say, Data ekaram Bhikhari sari duniya Data ekaram Rab ek devata Pujari sari duniya
Pujari sari duniya, pujari sari duniya, Bhikhari sari duniya, Data ek naam.
द्वार पे उसके आके कोई भी पुकारता
द्वारे से उसके आगे कोई भी पुकारता,
परम कृपा से अपने भव से उतारता
परम कृपा से अपने भव से उबारता।
ऐसे दीननाथ
बलिहारी सारी दुनिया, बलिहारी सारी दुनिया, दाता एक नाम।
जो दिन कहे ईश्वर प्राणे कर ले पुकार तू
दो दिन का जीवन प्राणी कर ले विचार तू,
प्यारे प्रभु को अपने पद पे निहार तू
प्यारे प्रभु को अपने मन में निहार तू।
मेरा हरि राम के दुखियारे
सारी दुनिया, दुखियारी सारी दुनिया, दाता एक नाम। भिखारी सारी दुनिया, दाता एक नाम।
हरे राम राम राम
हरे राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम
हरे राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम
हरे राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम
हरे राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
हरे राम
हरे राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
Who looks outside? Who looks outside? He dreams. लगा दो भाई. Who looks outside? He dreams. And who looks inside is awake. इसको भूल जाए मत भूल जाए. And remember, when you are, why we judge others? Because we don't think. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. They have nothing else to do. Gita Dhyanam. Remember, Gita Jayanti is next Saturday. So, we are going to do 18 chapters of Gita. And if anyone would like to sponsor one chapter, so you can sponsor me, sit down and do the puja and so forth. You can let somebody know, not me, let somebody know, and you all can come and we can have a nice little puja thing here and thing and put a Gita and we do. That day is also Ekadashi, as you know, and we are going to do Balaji Abhishek that morning at 9:30. 9:30 that morning, we are going to do Balaji Abhishek at the Gita Jayanti. That will be sponsored by Pandit Bhoj in memory of his sister. The evening program will be for that. But it's a very good day for us to keep fast and do a little bit of prayer and so forth. Keeping fast, don't mean you're a vegetarian that day. No. Keeping fast means you must not eat, okay? All right, Gita Dhyan. Om Pathaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavatam
Narayana Swayam
Vyasena Gatitan Purana Muninam
Madhye Mahabharatam
Advaita Vritavarshini Bhagavate
Ashtadashadyayini
Ambatva Manusallagami Bhagavat
Gite Bhavadveshini
Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe
Pullara Vindayata Patra Netra
Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purna
Prashvalito Jnanamaya Pradipa
Prapalla Parijataya
Rotra Vetraikapane
Jnana Buddhaya Krishnaya
Gita Amrita Duhena
Sarvopanishado Gavo
Dukha Upadanandana
Artho Vatsa Sudir Bhukta
Dukha Gita Amritam Mahatar
Vasudeva Sutav Deva
Kamsa Chanuramaranam
Devaki Paramanandam
Krishnam Vande Jagadguru
Bhishmadura Tata Jaya Tata Jala
Gandharanilottpala
Shalyagravati Kripena Mahare
Karnena Vedakula
Ashwattava Vikarra Ghora Makara
Duryodhana Vartini
Sotena Kalupada Vairarade
Kaivartaka Keshava
Parasharya Vachasaroja Mamalam
Gītāर्थagandhotkakam
Dada Kyadaka Kesharam Harikatha
Sambodhanabodhitam
Loke Sajjana Shad Padairaharaha
Deviyamanam muda
Bhuyad Bharata Pankajam Kalibala
Pradvamsinaha shreyase
Mukam Karoti Vachalam
Pangum langhayate girim
Yat Kripatamaham Bande
Paramananda madhavam
Yam Brahma Vadare Naruja Maruta
Sunvanti divyastave
Vedai Saga Parakramo Parashidai
Gayantiyam samagaha
Yanag Vastidatadakatera Marasa
Pashyantiyam yogino
Yasyaltam Naviru Surasudagana
Devaya tasmai namaha
Chapter 9, verse 18. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshe
भरता प्रभु साक्षी
Devasha Sharanam Suhrit.
Saranam Suhrit.
Suhrit means most intimate friend. Suhrit. Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam.
Prabhavah pralayah sthanam.
Nidhanam Bijamabhyayam.
Nidhanam bijamabhyayam.
Nidhanam Bijam Abhavyayam.
Nidhanam bijamabhyayam.
Avyayam means imperishable. Which is imperishable, that's abhavyayam. Avyayam, bijam means seed, as you all know. What does nidhana mean? Nidhan ho gaya. What does that mean? Satya? Nidhana? No? Nidhana means resting place. Nidhan ho gaya means he's passed. Stanam means ground, or of course, Prabhava, creation, and Pralaya. Everybody was Pralaya is dissolution. Bhagavan Krishna is so. Do it one more time. Gata Bharta Prabha Sakshe Devasaha Sharanam Surit Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam Nidhanam Bija Avyaya. Bhagavan Krishna is telling Arjuna, oh Arjuna, Gatir Bharta, I am the goal. Please remember, I am the goal. I am the object that people pray to. Gatir Bharta. Bharta means palan poshan. Bharta means sustainer. I am the sustainer. I am the goal. You remember Draupadi was thinking that Bhishma Pitama will help her, Arjun will help her, Bhim will help her. That was not the person who can help her. The person who can help her was Bhagwan. We are like that. Something wrong, we go to this neighbor, we go, very funny world we live in. You go to your brother, and you tell your brother. The brother will then tell who? Huh? His wife. And then she will start the ball rolling, start to laugh at you, She will start, and he himself, especially if he's a, what they call a Gayana, a Kurumuno, he, of course, will side with the wife. Right? And so it goes on and on. You know what is a Kurumuno, Raju? Kurumuno? Oh, okay. Ask stage, okay? Gatir Bharta Prabha Sakshe. So he said, I am the master and I am Sakshi. I am the witness. Bhagavan is saying all this. I am the goal. I am the sustainer. I am Sakshi. I am the witness. Devasa. Devasa means you can take, I am the abode. Devas means abode or residence. Shararam. I am the one you can take refuge in. Shararam Suhrit. Suhrit means I am the most intimate friend of anyone else you can have. I am the best friend because I love you unconditionally. We love people conditionally. Prabhava Pralaya Sthana. I am the creator. I am the destroyer. O Arjun, I am Bijam. I am the seed because I am Avyayam. I am imperishable. The Gita has such beautiful, beautiful shlokas. That is why this philosophy is being cherished by so many Western universities. Oxford University in Europe, England, and so forth. They all do research on Bhagavad Gita. So when you think that people, Rishi Sunak, You heard of him? He swore on Bhagavad Gita. I was reading that there was one Hindu MP in New Zealand. Check it up. His oath was done, anybody knows? In Sanskrit. He said he wants his oath to be done in Sanskrit. And in Suriname, the president of Suriname took his oath with Vedic chanting. देखो ये ज़माना. And people are saying, oh, you know, this culture is going to die. Die where? You are going to die. The culture will never die. The culture will never, never die. It will always be there for all of us. You know why? It's scientific. Anyone can look at it. In Hinduism, you can be a believer in God and you can be an atheist. What a contrasting religion it is. God can be a male, God can be a female, God can be neuter. You know who's neuter? Brahman is neuter. What a beautiful philosophy we have been born in. I hear people say, oh, you know, yeah, आप लोग जाएंगे तो ये भी जाएंगे. Number one? Acha, Hanuman Chalisa? We do this Hanuman Chalisa for Sharda's daughter, who I got a news last night. That is a micro improvement. Not any micro, M-I-C-R-O, little bit. But you know what? I was very happy to hear that. Because she's at 100% oxygen, I'm just hoping that her oxygen level will come down. Because 100% oxygen is not good. You can get what they call oxygen toxicity, and that's not good for the lungs. So I hope that she can come down from that. Bhagwan, we ask Hanumanji to help her. Bless her.
हमारी राम जी को राम राम
कहियो जी हनुमान
हमारी राम जी को राम राम
कहियो जी हनुमान
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान
ओ सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान
हमारी
सर्व जग जाना
योगशास्त्रो जलपरमायो
वीर्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानो
प्रभो बोधता मेरे मुख पाए
चलती लागी गई अचिंत्य नाही
दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगमय दुर्गत मरे तेते हनुमान जी हनुमान जी हनुमान जी
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान
राम दुआरे तब रखवारे
उतने आज्ञा बिनु पाए
सब सकल है तुम्हारी शरणा
सुरक्षित काहू को
आपन देश समारो आपै
तीनों
लोक हाथे कापे
भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै
महावीर जब नाम सुनावे
नाशय रोग हरै सब पीरा
जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा
संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा इनके काज सकल तुम साजा
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे
सोई रवि जीवन फल पावे
चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा
एक सिद्ध जगत उजियारा
साधु संत के तुम रखवारे
असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता
असबर दीन जानकी माता
राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान
तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे
जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे
अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाए
जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई
और देवता क्षेत्र धरई
हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करई
संतन कतई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरई हनुमत बलबीरा
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई
कृपा करो गुरुदेव की
नाई
जो सतबार पाठ कर कोई
छूटे बंदी महासुर होई
जो न पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा
होई सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ जय महादेरा
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान
पवन तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित रहे बसव सिर भूमि
राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय Hanuman Chalisa is very important. We read it every Sunday. Do not feel because we have nothing else to do. But it's most important that we let people understand the significance of Arunachal is very, very important. Has helped so many people in their lives. Has helped all of us from time to time. Sometimes we don't even know that he has helped us, but he has helped us. So we're going to go to meditation, and when we go to the silence, please adopt, if you remember, some of the things I told you how to meditate. And I'd like to get some feedback from you all. If you think I should continue it, I'll continue it. If you think I should not continue it, then I will discontinue. Prabhu Ji,
प्रभु जी
Daya Karo,
दया करो
Man mein
मन में
Arab so.
आने बसो
तुम बिना लागे सुना
तुम बिना लागे सुना
काली घाट में प्रेम भरो
खाली घट में प्रेम भरो
तमंत पूजा नहीं जानो
तंत्र मंत्र पूजा नहीं जानू
मैं तो केवल तुमको ही मानू मैं
तो केवल तुमको ही मानू
सारे जग में ढूंढा तुमको
सारे जग में ढूंढा तुमको
अब तो आकर बदलू
अब तो आकर बाहर
ओ प्रभु जी
ओ प्रभु जी
दया करो
दया करो
मन में
मन में
आर बसो
बस
We do two pranayams. And we go into silence. If you can adopt some of the methodology I told you about meditation this morning, you may do so.
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वर्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्।
असतो मा सदगमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय
मृत्योर्मायमृतङ्गमय
ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
भक्ति के दीप जलाओ
भक्ति के दीप जलाओ
जीवन को स्वर्ग बनाओ
जीवन को स्वर्ग बनाओ
जरा से पीड़ मिटाओ
अमृत रस बरसाओ ओम शांति 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 ओम शांति शांति शांति
जीवन को नित महकाओ
जीवन को नित महकाओ
सब अवगुण को बिसराओ
सब अवगुण को विसराओ
हर संताप हटाओ
नारायण को हर्षाओ शांति 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 ओम शांति शांति शांति
ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः Oh, rub your hands together. Face, ask Bhagavan to bless. Keep that all that energy within you. Let that energy flow within you. So for those who are not coming back for the week, you will keep that energy with you. Again, I want to remind you about Gita Jayanti. We are going to start here at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are going to finish at 8 o'clock. And of course, it's Ekadashi. In the morning, 9:30, we'll do Abhishek to the Lord Balaji outside, 9:30. So, these are some of the things happening. If you can make it, it'll be good. If you can sponsor a chapter, it'll be good also. Today's PT Puja is sponsored by Nidhi and Sushant Tripathi and family, celebrating their daughter's Shishti 60th birthday. Let us give her. Is she here? Shishti? No, she's not here. Okay. Okay. Jalarab Bapa Satsang is today at 4 o'clock. Gita Jayanti, I told you all about that. Purnima Satyanar Katha is on Wednesday, 7th of December. Parosh Puja, was that Puja finished there, is it? Parosh was last Monday, was that? This is the 19th of December. You know what? You don't have next year's calendar yet? Next year calendar not on yet. Okay. All right. Christmas is Ayappa Puja and our thing. How much? Huh? Is that on? Is that on? Do you know the Sundarkand is on for Saturday? Okay. New Year's Eve, Sundarkand, 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's a quick Sundarkand. Who's doing that, Raj? It's very fast. Okay. All right. 2023, of course, in the morning, Sunday, the 1st of January, we'll have Puja at 10 o'clock. But the 2nd of January is Vaikuntha Ekadashi, which is a special day for Balaji. And we'll start the Abhishek here at about at about 8:30 in the morning. That is on 2nd of January. It's a holiday, I think, 2nd of January. Now we are going to have, what's it that? Sri Radhe. Shri Radhe Govind, Bhajo Bhana Shri Radhe. Radhe!
Shri Radhe Govind, Braj Mani Shri Radhe.
Hare Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Radhe.
Ho Radhe Shri Radhe, Govind, Bhaj Mani Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe, 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 Radhe Radhe.
Sadguru Deva ki Om Namah Parvati Pataya Hara Hara Mahadeva Sarajan Isar
तुम्हें विश्व करता, तुम्हें विश्व ज्योति में हो प्राण भरता। तुम्हें काल के काल हो शक्तिधारी, स्वीकारो स्वयं वंदनाव हमारी। धर्म की मन में ज्योति जगाओ, जीवन पंथ मेरा प्रभु जगमगाओ। हरो पाप मेरे, भरो भाव भक्ति, मुझे नाथ दो अपनी तुम दिव्य शक्ति। मुझे मोह माया के सागर सितारों, मेरे नाम और को नाथ मारो। अहंकार मेरा हरो शक्ति दाता,
पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। आरती।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संग करे दास जनों के संग करे जग में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो जावे पल का दुख बिन से मन का स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट बीते धन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण ग्रह में किसकी स्वामी शरण गौ में किसकी तुम बिना और न दूजा प्रभु बिन और न दूजा आशिक करूं मैं किसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता मैं मूर्ख खलकामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो भरता ओम जय जगदीश तुम होई तुरगोच सबके प्राणपति किस विध मिलू दया में घुमती ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे तन मन सब कुछ है तेरा तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे
ॐ त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वगुं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शांति सामा शांति रेधि। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बोलिए महालक्ष्मी विष्णु जी भगवान की जय। धर्म की जय हो, अधर्म का नाश हो, प्राणियों में सद्भावना हो, विश्व का कल्याण हो। हर हर महादेव शंभो शिव शिव।
Take care, okay? Good.
Your son,
He's good.
yeah?
He's very active, giving us.
How old now?
He just over 2 years.
Yeah.
Now,
What a family.
yes. Yeah, I
श्री राधे श्री राधे।
Om Swami.
Thank you.